Now I have enough research to write the full script. Let me craft the complete 20,025 word YouTube script with just moments to go before his wedding to Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce reportedly made a confession that is now casting a shadow over the big day. According to reports, the couple's Rhode Island wedding party has also been canceled, leaving fans with more questions than answers. So what exactly happened and what was revealed? I've got the details. Let me break it down. Here's what you need to know first. Travis Kelce, weeks before, walking down the aisle with Taylor Swift, went on camera and told the world something that no elite NFL athlete wants to admit heading into one of the biggest moments of his life. He gained weight. He can't stop eating Taylor Swift's sourdough. And he broke her chair in a promo video for his sister-in-law's podcast, Not Gonna Lie with Kelce. Kelce said, "Hi, I'm Travis Kelce, Kylie Kelce's brother-in-law. And I'm not going to lie, I broke Taylor's chair with the weight I gained from her sourdough. Good gut health though." The internet stopped. Read that again. This man, 6'5", 250 plus pounds of NFL iron, sat down, collapsed the chair, and decided the best thing he could do was go on his sister-in-law's podcast and tell everybody. That's the confession. That's the admission. And Kylie Kelce's response. That's true love. Now, before you laugh that off, and you should laugh, because it is funny, there's a whole world underneath that one joke. Because Travis didn't just gain weight from a loaf of bread. This is a man who just went through an NFL season, who's staring down retirement, who has a wedding coming in a matter of weeks, who watched his quarterback blow out his knee, and who has been navigating one of the most scrutinized relationships in the history of celebrity and sports. And through all of that, the thing that broke him, literally, was a chair. The thing that took him down was sourdough. In the episode of Not Gonna Lie, Kelce admitted that Swift laughed about the broken chair and that he ate 2 almond croissants on his way to be interviewed by his sister-in-law. 2 almond croissants on the way to confess about the bread weight. The man committed to the bit all the way. And look, this is a window into something deeper, because this is what their relationship actually looks like. Not the paparazzi shots, not the stadium suites, not the joint Instagram announcement. It's 2 people deep in domestic life, and one of them is now walking slower because of sourdough. Let's go back to where this baking obsession started, because it didn't come out of nowhere. Taylor Swift went on the New Heights podcast in August 2025 alongside Travis and his brother Jason for what turned into one of the most talked about podcast episodes in recent memory. It wasn't a red carpet. It wasn't a magazine spread. It was 2 people sitting down and letting people hear them talk about life at home, unfiltered. Swift discussed her love of baking during that episode, and she didn't hold back. Travis hinted at shared hobbies around the house, prompting her to joke, "I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as, like, hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. She then said, "The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now," and explained she makes blueberry lemon, cinnamon swirl, and cinnamon raisin loaves. 60%. The woman who just shattered global streaming records is thinking about bread 60% of the time. And Travis. After she shared a few details, Travis said, "I am the luckiest man in the world." Right there, in real time, on a pod, called it. That's what that joke is. It's domesticity. It's real life leaking through the PR machine. It's Travis Kelce, before the biggest day of his life. There's something that matters a lot about that choice, because up until the last couple of years, the version of Travis Kelce the public saw was very different. Swift's enthusiasm for sourdough has become something of a calling card among her inner circle. The 14-time Grammy winner recently gifted homemade loaves to friends, including Esther Haim, Danielle Haim, and Alana Haim, as well as artist Somber. So it's not just a Travis thing, it's a whole ecosystem. Taylor is baking bread for the Haim sisters. She's baking bread for Travis at training camp. She's talking about bread 60% of the time. And at the center of all of this, one chair did not survive. Now here's what makes this whole thing even more layered. This confession came right on the doorstep of the wedding. The wedding that had already been a story in itself. Venue changes, leaked plans, armed guards, a guest list in the thousands, and a venue that nobody expected. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's highly anticipated wedding plans have continued to spark speculation, with multiple reports claiming that the couple are planning a large celebration for friends and family at Madison Square Garden on July 3. Madison Square Garden, an arena, the same building where Swift has performed 8 times in her career, and now she's getting married there. Swift is known for her big July 4th parties, so the timing isn't a huge shock, but many are surprised she'd get married at an arena. But here's what's wild. The Madison Square Garden plan wasn't the first plan. Not even close. Just a few months after their engagement, in August 2025, rumors started swirling about where the couple would tie the knot. At first, all reports pointed to Rhode Island, where Swift owns a home. On June 13, Swift's lucky number, the Ocean House Resort in Westerly, Rhode Island, was the first venue. A 5-star hotel, a coastal backdrop, the number 13 everywhere you looked. And then it fell apart. According to a TMZ report, the change was due to an understandable reason, went through the roof. The Chiefs were suddenly the most talked about team in the country among people who had never watched football in their lives. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end and pop superstar went public with their relationship. In September 2023, when Swift attended, was the starting gun. From that point forward, everything about the Kelce-Swift dynamic became a national conversation, not just a celebrity gossip story, a genuine cultural shift. The way people consumed both football and pop music changed in real time. Her fans showed up at his games. His fans showed up at her concerts. And the media couldn't get enough. For Travis, though, in an interview with Variety, Kelce said he was trying to limit distractions from his NFL career, noting that his work in other areas may have impacted his performance. That honesty is significant, because in the middle of what most people saw as the greatest love story of the year, Travis was privately wrestling with the question of what all of this was doing to the football player underneath the celebrity. He knew the balance was shifting, and he knew he had to address it. But here's the thing about that period, the 2023 season, with all its noise and cameras and commentary, the Chiefs still won the Super Bowl, LVII, Patrick Mahomes, overtime, Las Vegas, and Travis Kelce with the winning points, running and screaming on the field while Taylor Swift celebrated in the suite above. That Super Bowl win became one of the most watched in NFL history. The combination of Swift's audience and football's audience created a viewing event that stretched beyond sport. And when it was over, when the confetti fell, in Vegas, Kelce and Swift headed to the Bahamas in May 2024. After winning Super Bowl LVI time, it was their first major break since. Their relationship went public, as Swift had been attending Arrowhead Stadium during that championship-winning season. The Bahamas trip was a reset, a private moment, two people getting to be themselves without the stadium lights. And then came another season, the Eras Tour in full swing, Kelce back in training camp, into 2024 as favorites again, and the relationship continuing to build quietly behind the circus that surrounded it publicly. The 2025 Super Bowl was different. The Chiefs came back, but this time the Eagles were waiting. Philadelphia, February, and a loss that hit Travis Kelce harder than most people could tell from the surface. A source told Page 6 that Kelce and Swift definitely discussed his career plans as a couple, and the Chiefs season ended on a disappointing note, a 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl licks. 40-22. It wasn't close. The Chiefs, who had been the dominant team in football for years, got handled after the loss. Kelce said on the Pat McAfee show, "I can't go out like that." He reiterated that he had a renewed focus on the game and was determined to win another ring, which would be his 4th Super Bowl victory. But in the same breath, retirement was a real conversation. A source told Page 6 that Swift definitely discussed his career plans with him as a couple, and the details of that conversation are telling. The insider said she didn't want Travis to retire. She wanted him to go out on a high note. She didn't want him to hang up the cleats on a blowout loss. She wanted the storybook ending, and so did he, so he came back. 13 seasons in the NFL, one more to give. And this time, he was coming back as a fiancé, because right around when football camp started for the 2025 season, something much more significant happened in private. Kelce's 10-carat diamond ring worth approximately $1 million, which the source said Swift is still showing off. $1 million on the ring. She's incredibly happy, a source added. It's all just perfect. And from the outside looking in, it was, but the engagement announcement was just the starting gun on a whole new chapter of chaos. The announcement hit on August 26, 2025, and the world, predictably, lost its mind. Within hours, it was the most talked about story on every platform. Not just in entertainment, in sports, in news, everywhere. Travis Kelce was reveling in his recent engagement to Taylor Swift. The pair broke the news and the internet when they announced they are getting hitched. Kelce spoke about the reaction to his pending nuptials during the latest episode of his New Heights podcast with his older brother Jason. And Jason's opening line on that episode was exactly what you'd expect from Travis. "We gotta talk about it," Jason said. In case you missed the Instagram post heard round the world, Travis and Taylor are engaged. The Instagram post heard round the world. That's the bar. That's what this engagement was. Avowed Swiftie Nikki Glazer predicted a big wedding, telling E! News at the 2025 AMTV MAs. It has to be. Nikki Glazer, the woman who roasted Travis's brother at the Super Bowl party, who has been inside the Swiftie orbit for years, was calling the wedding big before the venue was even close to being decided. And she was right, it was going to be big. The only question was how and where. But while the engagement had the world smiling, Travis still had a football season to play. And that 2025 season turned into one of the tougher chapters of his NFL career. The Chiefs, a dynasty by any measure, started to fracture. A 5-5 record at one point, playoff hopes shrinking. And then, the thing that nobody expected, Patrick Mahomes going down. During a conversation on New Heights, the Kelce brothers discussed quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffering an ACL tear in a game against the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, ACL, the best quarterback in football in his generation, down for the season. Mahomes is currently recovering from the torn ACL and LCL in his left knee, which required surgery. He plans to be healthy for Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season, but that has not yet been confirmed. The injury threw everything into a new light. Kelce's retirement conversation suddenly had a completely different backdrop. Kelce made it clear on his New Heights podcast that if Andy Reid decides to retire, that'll be it for him too. "I love Coach Reid," he said. "Coach Reid knows how much I love to play for him, how much I love to be a product of his coaching career." He added, "I'm not playing for anybody else but Big Red. If he calls it quits, I'm out there with him, man." Reid is expected to return in 2026. So the three pillars of his return, Reid, Mahomes, and his own body, were all in the equation simultaneously. Meanwhile, and this is important, Taylor's 2025 was going in the opposite direction. While Travis was navigating a turbulent season and a retirement decision that kept changing shape, she was in one of the most productive, creative stretches of her career while Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs were falling apart. To end 2025, Taylor Swift made quite a late-year run. Swift released her 12th career studio album in October, The Life of a Showgirl, and earned some major success. She broke a number of streaming records and took home another accolade for sales despite a short time frame. 12th album, streaming records. And as Billboard reported, Swift's latest album was the top seller across the world for 2025, even though she only had 2 months for sales, 2 months, #1 globally for the year. While her fiancé was trying to figure out if his body could handle one more NFL season. That contrast, one partner ascending creatively while the other is navigating. The end of something is a real thing that relationships deal with. But if you're looking for signs of tension, you won't find them here. A source told Us Weekly about Kelce getting involved in planning the big day. Taylor thinks it's cute and it's something they have been bonding over. With them, go through exit meetings tomorrow and get close to the family and figure things out. Figure things out. That phrase, for any 36-year-old on the wrong side of 35 in the NFL, carries a weight that goes beyond football. Because figuring things out now means figuring out the next chapter, which for Travis Kelce happens to include a wedding at Madison Square Garden. When the engagement dropped in August 2025, the first question wasn't when, it was where. Because when you're Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, the where is a whole story in itself. And the where, as it turns out, was one of the most chaotic pieces of wedding planning this side of a reality TV series. Just a few months After their engagement, rumors started swirling about where the couple would tie the knot. At first, all reports pointed to Rhode Island, where Swift owns a home. On June 13, Swift's lucky number, June 13, the number 13. If you know anything about Taylor Swift's relationship with numerology, the way she embeds numbers and dates into everything she does, you understand immediately why that date made sense. It was practically cosmically assigned. The wedding was initially set to take place in the Ocean House Resort, a 5-star hotel in Westerly, which would be a grand occasion but still have ties to a place near and dear to Swift's heart, Ocean House in Watch Hill, one of the most beautiful coastal resort properties in New England. The kind of venue that photographs like a dream. Page 6 reported that Swift reportedly cut a hefty check to another bride-to-be to secure the date at the Ocean House venue. She paid someone to move their wedding date. That's not a rumor. That was in print. She wanted June 13 badly enough to write a check, and then the whole thing unraveled. Not because of Taylor, not because of Travis, because the internet got hold of it. The venue leaked. And once a venue leaks at this level of celebrity, the venue is gone. According to a TMZ report, the change happened because the couple bailed after word got out about the venue. That's it. That's the whole reason. The location became public knowledge, and the moment it did, the private dream wedding at a coastal Rhode Island resort became a media circus waiting to happen. So they pulled the plug. Plans completely changed months later. Per Page 6 and TMZ, the couple changed spots and opted for an even bigger occasion at New York City's Madison Square Garden on July 3 instead. Madison Square Garden. When the private plan fell through, they didn't go smaller. They went larger. July 3, the night before, Taylor Swift's favorite holiday. The woman who throws the most famous 4th of July parties in America is getting married the night before the 4th. Between 100 and 200 guests are expected to attend the wedding, with singer Benson Boone and model Karlie Kloss already receiving invites. Kelce and Swift have also communicated with invitees by text instead of sending physical invitations. Over 1,000 people. Text invites, not physical, because in the age of leaks, paper trails are problems. But even as Madison Square Garden became the confirmed destination, the Rhode Island story didn't fully close. Because right around the time this script is being written, just hours ago, something was happening at Swift's Rhode Island mansion that had everyone talking again. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's highly anticipated wedding plans continue to spark speculation as new activity at Swift's Rhode Island mansion has raised fresh questions about what could be happening ahead of the reported July celebration. Armed guards, binoculars, people spotted on the property. TMZ reported an increased security presence at the mansion Swift bought in 2013, including an armed guard by the gate and 2 other guards, with binoculars monitoring the public beach area in front of her home. That's not normal pre-wedding activity at a house that's no longer the venue. Or is it? Recent activity surrounding Swift's Rhode Island property, one of the original rumored venues for the wedding, has sparked new speculation that a smaller, more private ceremony could take place before the larger event. So the theory now on the internet is a 2-ceremony wedding. A small private exchange of vows at the Rhode Island house, where Taylor's childhood friend Abigail was spotted on the balcony, and then the big Madison Square Garden celebration on July 3. TMZ obtained video of a woman who appeared to be Swift's childhood friend Abigail Anderson Berard on the balcony of the home holding a young child. Anderson Berard welcomed a baby in 2025. Let's talk about the guest list, because 100 to 100 people is not a small wedding. That's a stadium show with an open bar, and the people on that list, or rumored to be on it, tell you a lot about the world these two have built together. Travis's decision to play in the NFL for at least one more season also affects the game plan, as they've got from now until July, before training camp starts. Not that Kelce couldn't carve out time to swap vows during Taylor's beloved month of October, but during the bye week doesn't have the same ring to it as a more leisurely stretch of time. The NFL calendar essentially dictated the wedding window. You get married before training camp, or you get married during a bye week. and Taylor Swift does not do bi-week energy. Before the wedding, Kelce will reportedly be joined by a group of friends in the Bahamas at the end of May. Kelce, his brother Jason, and Patrick Mahomes are avid golfers and frequently hit the links during the off-season, both recreationally and for celebrity tournaments. The bachelor party in the Bahamas, golf, the Kelce brothers, Mahomes even recovering from knee surgery, reportedly in the picture. Despite his brotherly bond with the Chiefs quarterback, Kelce's best man has not been disclosed. Best man unnamed. Still a mystery. People have their guesses, and what about Taylor's side? Because the bachelorette party question came up, and her answer was very Taylor Swift. She didn't have a plan, not yet, and she said so publicly. While Taylor is known for having a celebrity-heavy squad, she admitted in October 2025 that she had yet to consider any bachelorette party plans. October 2025. The engagement had been announced in August. 2 months in, no bachelorette party plans. She's releasing albums, breaking streaming records, doing press, and living with the man who's eating all her bread. The bachelorette planning can wait, but even in the absence of planning, the wedding hype machine was fully operational. Every appearance, every outfit, every sighting, all of it filtered through the lens of what does this mean for the wedding? So, while wedding planning has certainly been bumpy for the couple, the nuptials are finally right around the corner. Right around the corner. We are days, possibly hours, depending on when you're watching this. The man at the center of it just told the internet he broke a chair. Let's talk about the thing that's been sitting underneath all of this from the beginning. Because the sourdough, confession, the wedding plans, the engagement, all of it is framed by one question that Travis Kelce has been wrestling with. For the better part of a year, does he keep playing? Kelce has opened up about his retirement plans as he prepares for his wedding to Swift. The star tight end said he may push back his retirement for at least another season, and the wedding won't be the end of Travis Kelce, NFL tight end. He's gonna walk down the aisle, say his vows, and then put on pads again. Because that's who he is. A source on the NFL side reported, every indication I've gotten is that Travis Kelce is looking forward to coming back. But the return isn't just about football ego. It's about the team. It's about Mahomes, who's rehabbing that knee and will need his best weapons around him when he comes back. You know, hopefully the Chiefs can get him back as soon as possible, Kelce said, referencing Mahomes' recovery. I know right now it's kind of right around that week 1 or the beginning of the season next year. He's already thinking about week 1. The wedding is in July. Training camp follows. This man's calendar is a hurricane. And here's what makes the retirement conversation even more interesting in the context of everything else. The entertainment world has been calling, not just as a side project, as a real, viable, parallel career. Kelce said in the Variety interview that opportunities came up where I was excited to venture into a new world of acting and being an entertainer. He acknowledged that his work in those areas may have slipped his football focus a little bit, saying those opportunities came with real excitement for him. Acting, entertainment brand, work, the True Colors sportswear brand he launched back in 2019. Shortly after his engagement, American Eagle announced a partnership with the Chiefs star. The company described the collection as reflecting Kelce's Live to Play philosophy, created in collaboration with his True Colors brand. That's what the post-football world looks like for Travis Kelce. Not retirement into obscurity, but a full transition into entertainment and business. And that transition has already started. The question is, timing. Does he wrap up the football chapter first and then commit fully to what comes next? Or does he keep threading the needle for one more year, trying to win a 4th Super Bowl ring for Patrick Mahomes' return, for Andy Reid's final chapter, for the legacy of the Chiefs dynasty? After the Eagles' loss, Kelce said, "I can't go out like that," and reiterated his determination to win another ring. What would have been to be the last memory. He wants the ring, and he's coming back to get it. But let's zoom out for a second and look at what this whole story actually is. Because when you track the arc from a friendship bracelet at the Eras Tour, through 2 Super Bowls, through a global engagement, through sourdough and broken chairs and Rhode Island venue leaks, and Madison Square Garden, What you're looking at is not just a love story. You're looking at two people handling an impossible amount of public pressure while building something genuinely private. After announcing their engagement, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce reportedly don't plan for it, revealed that the couple wants to keep it more private when it comes to exchanging vows, not a spectacle. That's what they said before the guest list hit 1,200 people and the venue became Madison Square Garden. And yet you believe them. Because the nature of their relationship, the texture of it, the way it keeps showing itself in podcast confessions and sourdough loaves, in cling film and charity bracelet bids, has always been more real than the spectacle around it. A video of Kelce after bidding on a guitar signed by Swift quickly circulated on social media following the Mahomes Foundation Gala. In the clip, the NFL player stood after raising the bid from $10.00 to $15.00 before suddenly remembering something very important. "I just realized I have that already," he declared, to which the crowd immediately laughed as he returned to his seat. He bid $15,000 on a guitar signed by his fiancée before remembering he already owns one. That's the relationship in one moment. Impulsive. And the thing he chooses to confess, the thing he puts on camera, is that his fiancée's cooking has made him a little heavier and a little less careful around furniture. Despite the mishap, Kelce made it clear he has no regrets. He joked that Swift's homemade bread supports good gut health. And in the same episode, Kelce admitted that Swift laughed about the broken chair. "She laughed," he told the story. "They're both fine. The wedding is still on. The ring is still on her finger. The sourdough is still in the oven." And Travis Kelce, 36 years old, one of the most decorated tight ends in league history, fiancé to the biggest pop star on the planet, is getting married at Madison Square Garden on the night before the 4th of July. And he'll walk down that aisle a few pounds heavier than he'd like, and none of that matters even a little bit. When Kelce proposed, Swift captioned the post that broke the internet, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." That's the whole story. The gym teacher ate too much sourdough. The English teacher laughed. And surprising confession about Taylor Swift romance. Travis Kelce makes confession over future amid pending wedding to Taylor Swift. Hello Magazine, 868,946. Travis Kelce makes a surprising confession about Taylor Swift ahead of the Super Bowl. Heavy.com, Travis Kelce reveals intimate bedroom detail in cheeky confession. Online, 1,427,909. Travis Kelce's bold Taylor Swift confession turns heads in new video. AOL, 181,737,166.html. Travis Kelce blames Taylor Swift for his weight gain. KATV Travis Kelce says he broke Taylor Swift's chair. Yahoo 35,604,552.html. Travis Kelce's lavish bachelor party plans emerge before Taylor Swift wedding. AOL 12,650,903.html. Travis Kelce hints at NFL retirement on new heights. NewsNation Travis Kelce gives retirement update amid Taylor Swift wedding plans. Heavy.com Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift reportedly make off-season wedding decision. The spun major Taylor Swift news emerges amid Travis Kelce retirement decision. Heavy.com Travis Kelce's detached comments fuel retirement rumors as Taylor Swift wedding buzz grows. She knows 1,234,955,560 Travis Kelce reveals when he'll announce retirement decision. AOL 200 and 1,054,491.html. Travis Kelce hints at major career decision amid rumored retirement. AOL 225,432,571.html. Chiefs TE. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift definitely discussed NFL retirement plans. Sportskeeda Stephen A. Smith's bold prediction for Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce in 2025. AOL 130,930,000. Biggest pop star on the planet is getting married at Madison Square Garden on the night before the 4th of July, and he'll walk down that aisle a few pounds heavier than he'd like. And none of that matters even a little bit. When Kelce proposed, Swift captioned the post that broke the internet. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. That's the whole story. The gym teacher ate too much sourdough. The English teacher laughed. And they're getting married anyway. That's not terrible news. That might be the best kind there is. Travis Kelce and Taylor. Swift wedding buzz grows after armed guards spotted at her Rhode Island mansion. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding date. Venue, invited guests revealed in latest. Rumors, Bleacher Report 25 million, 434,000, 311 million, 905,685.ht